After months of speculation, the deal is finally done, and we're just minutes away from seeing his debut. Can he live up to the hype? Hello to you. Always a great pleasure to commentate from this particular stadium, the Estadio Libertadores de América. My name is Derek Ray, and joining me for commentary, as always, is Lee Dixon. And we have pre-season group stage action coming right up for you. It is Manchester United facing Villarreal.
Yeah, first game of their pre-season. Time to dust off those cobwebs and start getting the fitness back, Derek. Wouldn't be surprised to see the manager give some of the young players a ride out too. There's definitely a few on the cusp of breaking into the first team.
This is the team Manchester United will go with. David De Gea between the posts. Raphaël Varane plays alongside Harry Maguire in central defence. And leading the line today is Cristiano Ronaldo. Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Van de Beek. More than decent this from United. Paul Pogba. Rashford. He's in here. Cuts it back. Trying to chisel a chance out of it. Ronaldo. Alas, a wild attempt.
Well, after that effort, I'm not sure whether he's right or left-footed. The Villarreal starting 11. Sergio Asenjo is the man between the posts. Raúl Albiol starts with Ramiro Funes Mori in central defence. Francis Coquelin plays with Dani Parejo in central midfield. And Gerard Moreno starts with Paco Alcácer. Crossing possibilities. Pedraza. Just looking for the right moment for that final pass. Referee had to be mindful of what was going on, the injury situation. And hence, he has stopped play. And the game restarted by means of a drop ball. Parejo. Gerard Moreno. Now Coquelin. Definitely look as though they want to make this move count. Coquelin. Real danger. Routine for De Gea. Well, it's always intriguing when a new manager arrives in the technical area. Lee, will the Champions League be in their future? Well, expectations are certainly very high, Derek. I think a Champions League spot is a must for him. He knows that. That's what his focus will be, I'm sure.
Can he put them in front? Tremendous block. And an astute piece of defending. Well, no let-up, plenty of pressure. Alcácer. And the pass could do damage. Can he put it in? Holding the ball up here, waiting for others to arrive. No real threat, you've got to say. Donny van de Beek. Bruno Fernandes has it. Ronaldo, wide of the target, and he's going to be disappointed.
Disappointed? Wow, it's a shocker. He should be doing a lot better than that.
Funes Mori. And here's Gerard Moreno. And threading it forward. An important interception. Donny van de Beek. Bruno Fernandes. Van de Beek. And that's an important intervention. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. Paul Pogba. Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo! And that is how to endear yourself to the fans in your debut.
Well, he's in dreamland. It's all going to plan and then some. Well, let's see that one again. It's all about the contact, does everything right. He's not bothered where the goal is. He knows where it is. He gets a beautiful strike on it.
So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. Coquelin. Now with Alcácer. Regained possession. Paul Pogba. Bruno Fernandes. He's in behind. Oh, that was a terrific stop in a 1-versus-1 situation.
Well, high fives all round for the goalkeeper. Absolutely fantastic.
Shown inside. Getting in there to take it away. United might be able to cash in. Crisp tackling. And we will have just one additional minute. So the whistle then. We're at the halfway stage in this. Ronaldo. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Funes Mori. And here's Gerard Moreno. Untidy on the ball. Paul Pogba. It's now with Van de Beek. Bruno Fernandes. Well, he stopped them in their tracks, breaking at pace. Can they take advantage of the situation? Oh, he's given it away. Really interesting to follow the chatter as regards Arsenal. It does appear they're about to get their man lead.
Well, I've heard a fee mention of a wrap.
Oh, in with a chance! And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily.
Well, here's the replay, and as we see, it's a class ball through to split the defence. And he composes himself, coolly slides it past a lonely keeper, who will be asking questions about where his back four went to.
Well, a second goal for them here. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Bruno Fernandes. Could be a chance to break here. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Well, not great from the keeper. Donny van de Beek. Bruno Fernandes has it. Pogba. Defensive efficiency personified. Using his strength to hold on to the ball and wait for teammates to arrive. Coquelin. It might be on for them. Oh, he's given the ball away unnecessarily. United could get in behind the defence. And Ronaldo prepared to fire. And able to get a body in the way. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. Just couldn't capitalise there. Couldn't keep it. Parejo. Well, he played that one really well. Well, it could be on for him here. Yeah. And now the delivery. Really wanted to get it past the first defender then. Funes Mori. Parejo. Well, racing past his man. Can he get one back? He can! He's given his team a real opportunity, and momentum is with them. Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Donny van de Beek. More than decent this from United. Bruno Fernandes. Cavani. Cavani. There it is! 2 to the good now, and that gives them a buffer.
Well, here it is again. He does so well to slip past his man, left him stranded, and still with lots to do, he unleashes a very powerful effort, gave the keeper little chance. Lovely goal that was.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. Manu Trigueros. Just been a thoroughly cogent and convincing performance in this match, Lee.
Well, creatively, United have been...
Could reduce the deficit, and in it goes! And you never know in this game. They might yet be able to level it. 3-2 it is. Who would have predicted that before a ball was kicked? Five minutes remaining, and one thing is certain, no one is leaving because it's still close. Manu Trigueros. Well, they're attacking, but time is the great enemy. Did look as though they might be onto something for a second or so. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Good visualisation and execution. They've won back possession. And he read it well. Well, just 1 minute of time added on for stoppages here. But attacking possibilities. He's in control of the situation. And just like that, they've lost possession. Did well to win the ball back. And so the referee blows for full time, and it goes into the books as a victory for Manchester United. Lee, interested to get your assessment of their performance.
Well, it was tight, wasn't it? Just done enough in the end, I suppose, to deserve the win. Tactically, a really good game, Derek.
Well, his performance in this particular game will have impressed many people, Lee.
Well, that was a really, really good performance from the lad, and a goal to boot. Really delighted with that goal, I'm sure he is.
Paul Pogba. Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo! And that is how to endear yourself to the fans. A game that should have talking points aplenty, and Inter with the kick-off here. Vecino. And here is Gagliardini. On a pass that lacks quality. Cristiano Ronaldo. Now with Rashford. Bruno Fernandes. Now Pogba. And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement. Well, Inter get the ball rolling again. It's going to be interesting to see whether or not that goal stings them into action. Cristiano Ronaldo. Hakimi. Gagliardini. And they are on the move. Chances on. Well, the attack showed promise, but easy work for the keeper in the end. Raphaël Varane. Wan-Bissaka. Patient build-up at the moment. Jadon Sancho. Ronaldo. Well, a promising-looking attack, but comes to nothing in the end. Martinez. That's a splendid pass from Romelu Lukaku. Well, he got the touch on the ball, and so a corner it'll be. Martinez. Vecino on the ball. Pogba. And he did well to cut it out. Lukaku. Fred. Pogba has it. Marcus Rashford. Excellent passing. Finds Bruno Fernandes. Given away by Manchester United. What can they do from here? Bruno Fernandes. Ronaldo. The second half underway, United with the advantage, but no room for complacency. Ericsson. Hakimi. And space for the cross. And Inter's after the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. Good effort here! And the free kick delivery, so very close.
Well, he'll think it's in. From that angle, it's just wide.
And if you've been reading the papers, social media or the internet, you'll have read quite a bit about Romelu Lukaku up against his old club, and that is never easy for a footballer, a mixture of emotions, Lee.
Well, Derek, it can be a hugely emotional day, that's for sure. Seeing old friends, teammates, wives, families, etc. But
well, good technique in terms of how he struck it. Now, what can they produce on the flank? Fred. Pereira. Ronaldo. Pereira. Pogba. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Fred. Given away by Manchester United. Well, it's a story the newspapers and the TV stations have been going heavily on. Stefan de Vrij could be on his way to Spurs.
well, Derek, there's nothing like a transfer rumour to liven a dressing room up. Puts a spring in the step of the players, especially if you hear he plays in your position.
Paul Pogba. Fred. Ronaldo. Went in strongly, decisively. Ronaldo. Good idea, that particular move, but not to be. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Here it is now, a substitution. Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, possibilities inside the box. Ronaldo. Here is Fred. And he read it well defensively. And the counter-attack is on. Options available. Good-looking ball. There could be a chance now. Ericsson. And it's still... And he's in. Well, he saw the whites of the keeper's eyes and the whites of his outstretched gloves. Great goalkeeping.
Well, he's denied a certain goal there. Great reflexes from the keeper.
And over from Ericsson. Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. Brozovic. High-quality defending. Given away by Manchester United. Martinez. Oh, terrific pass. Opportunity here. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Rashford. Pereira. Edinson Cavani now. And they continue to advance. It's gone in! And well, he might celebrate on the back of that.
Well, as we can see, it's all about the technique. That's where the power comes from. Blistering shot.
It's going their way. 2-0. Well, the defending not the best here. And now Perisic. Excellent defending. Martinez could reduce the deficit. And in it goes. And you never know in this game. They might yet be able to level it. So there we have it, 2-1.
Well, you can tell what the fans think of that decision. They're certain it should have been a penalty.
Fred. Well, nicely cut out. And only 2 minutes remaining here. Fred. James. It's a fine United move in the making. He read the situation defensively and did his job. So 2 minutes to be added on at the end. Hakimi. Inter fighting against the clock and the scoreline, but still they believe. Hakimi. Now Lukaku. Lukaku! And it's come off the keeper. Eriksson. And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United are the winners today anyway. Well, good technique in terms of how he struck it. Well, it might well be a game to savour. Manchester United kick off. Çalhanoğlu. Mete. He has time to play it over. Mandzukic. Not a good pass. Nice looking pass. Sancho. And a goal kick given. Mandzukic. Kessié has it. Çalhanoğlu. Bad pass. Bruno Fernandes. Surely. And there it is. The breakthrough. That will do nicely. Well, the ball is moving again. Is there to be a response from Milan now? There needs to be. Fikayo Tomori. It's with Çalhanoğlu. Given away by the Rossoneri. So a throw in here. Alexis Salemakers. It's with Mete. Well, they want that equaliser, but their passing remains smooth. Jadon Sancho. Decent position this for United to find themselves in. Raphaël Varane. Alex Telles has it. Fred. Must be. And there it is, the goal they wanted for security. They lead by 2 now. They can breathe that bit more easily. It's going their way, 2-0. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Rashford. Oh, he's through here. And it goes! The lead just gets bigger. Surely they can't let this slip now. So the action underway once more, and it's beginning to look as though it's a case of how many for United. Well, that attack going up a dead end. And there it is, the half-time whistle. So back in business, second half underway, and Milan have left themselves with a real mountain to climb. Çalhanoğlu. It's with Çalhanoğlu. Well, he's lost it. Scott McTominay. Rashford unable to hold it. Promising sequence. The Rossoneri pushing forward with options available. Mandzukic. And here's Çalhanoğlu. And the keeper making sure that was pushed well away from danger. A chance for him to get in behind, maybe. Well, as he hit that one, it looked as though it had a chance. Cavani. Well-timed tackle. Disappointing pass. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now. Well, we're underway again, and this game was finished as a contest a long time ago. Kessié. Theo Hernandez now. Kessié has it. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Marcus Rashford moving into the advanced position. Scott McTominay. Well, potential danger. There to win it back. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. And winning it back. And breaking at pace with menace. And treading it forward. Well, they pulled one back, but perhaps a bit too late in this contest. They haven't been at the races this evening. Well, not too much defending going on in the grand scheme of things. 4-1. And he read it superbly. And only 2 minutes remaining here. Van de Beek. And there goes the final whistle. Manchester United are the winners today anyway. Well, hello everyone, and welcome to the Estadio Libertadores de America, the venue for this game. My name is Derek Ray, and with me in the commentary position is the former Arsenal fullback Lee Dixon. And we have action from the semi-final stage of this pre-season tournament coming up for you. This ought to be a terrific spectacle, Lee.
Well, the group stage is over, Derek, down to just 4 teams now. It's been a good tournament, hasn't it? Great preparation for the season ahead. I'm sure both teams are looking to cap it off with a final in the next few days.
Well, a bad touch like that usually will mean giving the ball away. Raphaël Santos Borré. Zuccolini. Just the challenge that was required. I think you've got to describe Paul Pogba as a potential match winner in any game. As far as this match is concerned, Lee, what do you expect?
Well, I'm looking for power-based shoot.
Can he put them in front? Well, it was a wonderful chance, but the goalkeeper comes through.
Well, he's done really well with his angles there. Good reactions too.
Mason Greenwood. Raphaël Varane. Now Paul Pogba. Excellent defending. James. Van de Beek. Has a go. And no worries for the goalkeeper. Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore. Paul Pogba. Greenwood. Van de Beek. There is the goal to open the scoring. Who can say they don't deserve to be in front?
Well, as we see from the replay, the keeper's got no chance. It's all about the strike, all about the power. He does everything right. Head down, back of the net.
The opening goal of the game then. Strong play here to keep the ball, to wait for the support. Van de Beek. It's with McTominay. Scott McTominay. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. Poor pass. Scott McTominay. Well, a joy to watch. Pogba. Now, will they be able to play it in behind the defence? And he's broken free. Attacker versus keeper, and keeper wins.
Oh, I always put my money on the attacker. Not this time. Brilliant goalkeeping.
Lindelöf. This is Varane. Pogba. Oh, that pass easy on the eye. And Pogba. It's in. They're looking really relaxed and confident, and not giving the opposition much of a look in.
Well, as we can see, if a striker is free in the box, then the great ones just stand still. They know chances will come in that position, and he wasn't disappointed.
It's going their way, 2-0. Milton Casco. Now Boré. He read the situation defensively and did his job.
Well, Manchester United controlling possession here. If you have that much of the ball, you can put pressure on the opposition defence. And they look like they're creaking. That's why they're winning comfortably.
Read it well. And space here on the flank. Real danger. Opportunity it is. Still a chance. Can they get in behind them? He'll be breathing a sigh of relief. And the referee says penalty. Well, that could be his final rebuke, I think, and the referee's making that absolutely clear.
Well, I like that, Derek. Good refereeing. Nice and strong. Told the player exactly what he was thinking.
In it goes! A well-taken penalty.
Well, here's the replay. As a penalty taker myself for many a year, I used to love this part when it hits the back of the net. Not so great when you miss one, though.
On they go again, and United beginning to run away with this. Pinola. Zuccolini. Well, can they make one of these passes count? And space to cross it. Well, nicely cut out. And the electronic board showing 1 additional minute. Perfectly positioned to take it away. And with that, the first half draws to a close. As anticipated, plenty of talking points so far. And now the second half is underway. Nicolas de la Cruz. Read it magnificently and intercepted. Oh, lovely incisive pass. A goal! An exceptional performance this. 4 to the good now.
Well, as we look at this again, what they always say, focus on the ball, ensure you strike it cleanly. He's done just that. What a finish.
Well, it has been one-sided, but they deserve the plaudits for the fact that they've kept going and going. Boré. Scott McTominay. Given away by Manchester United. Transfer news for Arsenal supporters. It appears they've got the man lead.
Well, he's been the obvious target for many clubs, and you can see why. He's a top player. Lots of people will love playing with this lad.
Not a great pass. Mason Greenwood. Well, they're on the scent of something positive. Giving it a try. Just couldn't get it through. Pereira. Van de Beek. Chance to finish. And they've only gone and applied that finishing touch. Well, the offside flag has been raised. No goal.
Well, it was close, but he just went a little bit too early.
Not the pass he had in mind. Boré. And room now out on the wing. Slipshod passing. It's with Alex Telles. Scott McTominay. On to Van de Beek. Well, they're quite content to knock it around inside their own half. Totally fooled him. A terrific pass. Gonzalo Montiel. And a chance to whip it in here. Well, that's a splendid piece of challenging. Pereira. Breaking at pace. Pereira. A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, let's see this again. Look at the defence doing their job. Now we're going to see the forwards do their job. Breaking at pace, the counter-attack, so difficult to stop. And just look at the finish.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Well, that's a super ball over the top. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. Paravicino. And the challenge halts them in their tracks. Martial. Well, let's see what they have in store for them on the break. Van de Beek. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. The pressure was on the keeper following the threaded pass. Milton Casco. Carrascal. Suarez. Fabrizio Angileri. And the emphasis is on creativity. Carrascal. Well, he's given it away. And dispossessed. Mason Greenwood. The pass could do damage. Couldn't quite hang on. Well, they survived the attack. We have entered the final minutes of normal time. They might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Real danger. Magnificent defending. The referee blows for full time and Manchester United go marching on to the final.
Well, Derek, it was a...
A game that should have talking points aplenty, and Inter with the kick-off here. And as they continue to pass it around, the attack goes through Lukaku. And take it away. Fred. Cavani, he's in here. Well, that's really sound goalkeeping, not letting the opposition have any scraps. And space to attack. Patient build-up at the moment. Well, he's thwarted him almost effortlessly. Pogba. Edinson Cavani now. Fred. Cavani. Cavani. High quality defending. Hakimi. Eriksson. Brozovic. And he's gone and scored here. Romelu Lukaku. It's the first goal of this match. So back in action, and it's up to United now to be inventive. Ivan Perisic. Oh, great vision. He just needs to stay level-headed now. Can they keep it out? They've regained possession. Lukaku. Lukaku! And he scored not once but twice. They simply cannot stop him. And no wonder he's enjoying himself. Well, a second goal for them here. Well, not to put too fine a point on it. They're in a wretched situation. What can they do to rectify this leak?
The United coach will be desperately racking his brains on what to do next. Things need to change, and quickly. Half-time could be the welcome break from this performance.
And he's broken free. Well, they can say a big thank you to the goalkeeper. That was inspirational.
Well, that's as good as a goal at the other end. Brilliant save from the keeper.
Corner kick played in. Still looking for space. And the goal kick is the outcome. Maguire. Paul Pogba. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that pass easy on the eye. And he's found the net here. Edinson Cavani.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is perfectly timed. It causes havoc, and he had choices of what type of finish to apply. And bang, he goes for the smash. Lovely goal.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. Lukaku. Went in strongly to win the ball. So the whistle then, we're at the halfway stage. So the ball is rolling again. United might be behind, but still plenty of time for them. What can they do in the second 45? Bruno Fernandes. Fred. Here's Ronaldo. Well, it's one pass after another. Ronaldo. Excellent block. Fred. Well, terrific defending to stop them progressing. Well, many have been speculating about this, but now we can report officially Stefan de Vrij has completed his move to Spursley.
Well, Derek, the fans are really going to love him. He's a top player, a real pro. In fact, he's a manager's dream.
Well, let's see if something comes of this. He's managed to get in behind. And there it is! A two-goal cushion now. And they just need to keep the concentration. No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Fred. Sancho now.
Well, Manchester United controlling possession here, but it's just whether they can convert that possession into clear-cut chances. You sense they need to pick up the pace a little, start utilising the wide areas more. The back line's doing a decent job. Hopefully the forwards can do that as well.
And we're inside the final 30 minutes. Hakimi. Decent progress with the ball at his feet. He's lost it. Bruno Fernandes. And Rashford. There to win it back. Well, space for Inter in the wide position. Oh, that's a super ball over the top. It's there for him. And a goal to increase their advantage to 3. Can they be stopped? Well, the ball is moving again, and Inter really galloping to victory, it seems. Bruno Fernandes. Here is Fred. Wan-Bissaka. Van de Beek. Brandon Williams. Here's Ronaldo. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Can they hit on the break? Well, it could be on for him here. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, very few would lay a glove on them. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Fred. Bruno Fernandes. Inside the last quarter of an hour. Considerable momentum, courtesy of Ronaldo. But what can he produce from here? Ronaldo. A very effective challenge put in. Eriksen. Now with Hakimi. So a throw in here. Skriniar. Well, given that we're in the second half and it has got a bit ugly from the scoreline point of view, what positives can you find, Lee?
Well, team mark for United, for me, out of 10, 5, I'm afraid. Not good enough at all. Disjointed, no cohesion, work to be done on the training ground.
Breaking at pace. Bruno Fernandes. Well, he's lost it. Lukaku. Christian Eriksen now. Vidal. And return to Vidal. Eriksen. Well, that looked to be quite dangerous, but just a fraction off. Donny van de Beek. Bruno Fernandes has it. Ronaldo. Wasteful from United. Not a huge chunk of added time. 1 minute. And there goes the final whistle. Winning any pre-season tournament boosts morale, Lee.
Well, Derek, winning becomes a habit. It's a great habit to have. Even in pre-season, gets you in the right frame of mind, leading into some big games around the...
Well, let's see if something comes of this.